Yeah, this is a presentation for smart case study, ABC Inc. and blockchain technology. So we are going to start off with the introduction here. What is Detroit's market overview? Market research insights, residents' needs and barriers, the segmentation strategy, positioning strategy, what the marketing plan is, what channels and tactics we're going to use, and in the same marketing continuation of it, engagement and the conversion, and messaging framework is going to be the next one. And finally, we're going to move on to the future opportunities and expansion, and lastly, ending it with conclusion. So, what is this presentation about? We are proposing more of a marketing strategy to help Detroit fund its bridge renovations through citizen purchase microbonds using blockchain technology. So, blockchain is a shared, tamper resistant ledger of transactions that multiple participants can maintain, and it helps prevent undetected changes. The goal here is to show ABC can build trust, drive participation, and create long term community value enough through marketing. So currently the market overviews, there are approximately 630,000 to 645,000 residents in the city. The income and poverty median household is from mid 30K to highs of 30K, and this is obviously leading to high poverty rates compared to other state averages, city and state averages. Economically, there is recovery in key sectors such as healthcare, manufacturing, education, but many households kind of are financially constrained. Now, what the market research and insights here, and residents, what the needs are there and the barriers to it. The need is financial inclusion. Many residents here, they are kind of underinvested in traditional markets and they're seeking something safe, understandable, and ways to grow and grow their savings while also helping their neighborhoods. That's what the need is here. What the barrier here is, one of the barriers is trust. Is there about trust and skepticism? Legacy wise, in Detroit, as people know, it has been bankrupt. There's infrastructure neglect. There's been urban blight, and this kind of has made residents kind of cautious and cynical where their money goes or whether the government is actually using it properly. Now, another barrier is knowledge gap, of course. Now, blockchain and municipal bonds are kind of complex. I mean, the two combination is something unheard of also prior. And residents will need kind of simple explanations and clear what, like in clear terms, what is it in for me? What is the benefit for me? Now, what our segmentation strategy is going to be? We are kind of going to segment the market over here into three categories. One is each segment is the community-minded individuals, working adults who genuinely want to see a change in Detroit. Then you're going to have the younger professionals, and lastly, locals, leaders, civic and faith ones. Now, the first community is the key traders. These are people from 25 to 55. The people who have seen Detroit, they've been there. They're kind of probably from mid to lower income. They've been in Detroit. They've seen how the urban blight occurred. Over time, the degradation of the city occurred. What these people need, or kind of the barriers, is they want to see visible local improvements, but the challenge is, they have limited investable funds and they're kind of cautious about risk. Obviously, they've been through already risk, so they're going to be cautious about it. Where do they fit with the micro bond strategy? Is their fit is kind of strong. The micro denominations and visible projects such as the bridge will match their desire to see where the money goes. Now, your next segment is the young professionals. These are going to be students, all the Gen Zs, Gen Y, etc. 18 to 34. They're all digitally tech savvy. They're interested in crypto and finance. They're curious about the needs here is they're curious about tech, but the barrier at the same time is that concept of municipal bonds is kind of not really exciting. More they want tech stocks, etc. Something they find it attractive. They're kind of in somewhere in a medium fit because the tech angle blockchain is something, they're more likely going to be early adopters. Uh, and finally, the last segment, local and civic faith leaders. These are going to be pastors, nonprofit heads, club leaders. They genuinely care about the community, but the trust and legitimacy again has its own set of challenges. And their fit here is high. They can act as opinion leaders. They amplifiers on the products, in the platforms, that is the church, etc. Wherever. Next is the positioning strategy. We are going to position from a accessibility point that micro denominations, that is low minimum investments, lower barrier for entry. The transparency and trust. Transparency is blockchain ledger as a technology. It's clear, tamper-resistant record. Funds and project milestones are something we can show in the sense where progress is being made. You can reduce whatever perceived risk is there. And finally, the local impact. Bonds are kind of tied to specific projects in Detroit. Name the bridges and make the benefits kind of convert into something tangible, look and feel. Now, the marketing plan, what is the channels and tactics, especially in the perspective of awareness? Here, our objective is educate the residents about microbonds and reduce the perceived complexity and risk. So, digital channels, we can do it, and through community channels. Digital channels are social media, obviously. Go to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, target zip codes with simple invest X amount of dollars to help fix your bridges, messages, and short explainer videos, etc. Uh, and Another thing is City and ABC websites can have a clear landing pages showing that what the project details are, the what FAQs are, and simply how it works, the visuals of it. Community channels have participation with neighborhood association, nonprofits, faith-based, and groups, and that already receive support. And one example is Detroit's Neighborhood Opportunity Fund and Community Project. Next is engagement and conversion. Here, convert invested residents into first-time microbond buyers and build their habits. So first tactic is invest in your bridge events. Pop-up kiosks, libraries, local festivals, where they can learn about the projects, see the visuals, have models of the bridge, renderings, and guide them to their first small investment on tablets or so. Next is referrals and community challenges. Now, neighborhood goals, like if this neighborhood collectively purchases X amount of in microbonds, the city will host a community celebration at the renovated bridges. Education content. Short, plain, small videos, infographics, sort of those micromedia flash ones, comparing what is traditional bonds to microbonds and showing how blockchain prevents tampering and middleman markups. Now, next is messaging framework. Small investments, big impact. The messaging, what we are. The message is that residents can start with low amounts and still meaningfully contribute to bridge renovations in their own city. The actual line will be start what you can. Help rebuild Detroit's bridges one micro bond at a time. Next is see where the money goes. Message blockchain ledgers provide transparent tracking of funds, project progress, reduce fear of misuse. Actual line, follow your dollars from project purchase to project completion. Now, the last one, built for Detroit by Detroiters. Focus on local identity, community resilience and shared ownership in city infrastructure. Actual line, invest in Detroit, your children will inherit. Or even you can say, make Detroit great again. Additional use cases, neighborhood parks, street lighting, safe routes, school improvements, community centers, finance through similar microbonding offerings. And they align with existing Detroit initiatives that support education, recreation, senior and public safety, etc. Scaling strategy here is, after successful bridge pilot, create a Detroit microbond portfolio where citizens can choose among multiple projects. Also partner with your local employers, unions, etc., offering voluntary payroll deduction, microbond plans. You turn civic investment into a recurring habit. So conclusion, so we identified community-minded Detroit residents as the primary target for ABC Inc.'s blockchain microbond platform. We broke it down by income levels, financial inclusion, and need for desire for visible local impact. And our segmentation and precision strategy aligns with blockchain's transparency and accessibility of residents, values, and priorities. It helps building trust and both ABC value in city. So finally, through combined digital and community-based marketing tactics, we can drive adoption of the pilot bridge project and create a foundation to fund the Detroit initiative. I'd like to thank the ABC team and also the Detroit management team over here, the counselors, etc. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Francis, thank you.